go from here? Take me home, 'cause I wanna feel like I belong. They relate to all this pain in my past, so they listen to my song. So let's go back to where it began and where it all started from. Take this chance, one last dance, 'cause I've been waiting way too long. Take my hand, I wanna show you something. Promise I've been dying to see ya. They say the grass ain't always greener. I guess what they're saying is true. In my dreams, that's where I seen her. Take my heart and take all of me, girl. Let me show you what I wanna do. I wanna spend the rest of my life with you. Are you listening, darling? Look where we started. Breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here? Are you listening, darling? Look where we started. Breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Yeah, where do we go from here? Are you listening, darling? Are you listening, darling? Are you listening, darling? Look where we started. Breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here?
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another live stream. So welcome back to Bit Trading. My name is AJ, of course, one of the mentors here. And today, as always, we are going to run through the Bitcoin technical analysis. We're going to take a look at what is going on within Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at how I'm positioned in the market at this moment in time, because that has actually changed. And we are going to take a look at the trades that I'm in, of course, the future trades that I'm taking, all of that juicy good stuff. So please do, please do watch. And I'm sure you will find some value from this. Of course, before we get into it, as I always have to say, please make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Really helps me out, helps the channel out, and I can continue to bring this content to you. But enough of that. I guess we can jump straight on into the analysis and take a look at what is going on. So today, we have seen some things change, to be honest with you. And we haven't seen anything change in quite some time. Well, ever since I guess we entered into the short trade back on the 27th of August, I believe it was. Nothing has really changed since then. We, of course, entered into the short trade, and that short trade had been paying out really, really nicely. And what has price been doing? What has price done? Okay, well, price has continued to pull back, kind of like I've been expecting it to, right? Kind of like I've been expecting it to. Even sharing, okay, I know that take the thumbnails and the titles pretty lightly. I know, I understand, right? Most of it is a lot of clickbait, right? But in that, okay, what am I saying? Bitcoin, is Bitcoin about to dump again? 47K incoming. Why is Bitcoin still dumping? Lower is coming, right? This is what I've been expecting even before that, right? Sub 48K incoming, right? I have been looking for this pullback. I've been expecting this pullback. Why? Well, because I have seen the bearish signs. Okay, I have seen the bearish signs, and of course, I've been taking advantage of that, right? Of course, because I have been in that short trade. Now, like I said, things have changed with how I'm positioned in the market right now. I am now only short on this market. Okay, I am only short on this market. I have now closed that long trade. It did get stopped out at entry. So this is what I told the team over here. Where were we? So this morning, that was this afternoon, sorry. So just giving the team a bit of an update this morning. So this is how I was positioned this morning. Okay, so we had, of course, the long trade with a little over $3,000 in a profit. Okay, and then, of course, this short trade here, which we'd realized $250 in a profit. Okay, of course, we had the unrealized profit on those as well. But then here at 4:22 p.m. today, I told the team the long from the 5th of August is now closed. So as you can see here, we did close. That did get closed at just before 4 o'clock. This was, of course, the long trade. And yeah, we did realize just a little over $3,000 on that trade. Now, as you can see, the status here is now all closed. So that trade is completely closed. And just to show you from where this was from, okay, it was from all the way back here, Monday, the 5th of August at 4:37. Told the team here I'm taking this swing long from the failed auction. Very, very, very successful trade. And yeah, take a look at the timestamps, right? This was posted in the Discord at 4:37 p.m. This screenshot was taken at 4:36. So literally, yeah, well, it probably wasn't even a minute in between me posting that. But yeah, that of course was the long trade that I took, and it was very, very profitable. Of course, we did also have the short trade, which again was given to the team, taking a small hedge short against the long. So this was on 27th of August. That was the short trade that we took, right, and that is the short trade that I am now in. And I did actually take some more profit on that short trade, exactly like I told the team here at about 6 p.m. today. Just took another TP on the short, right? So I closed a little bit more of the short. So yeah, we had $250 realized. Now we have $654 realized. So yeah, very happy with this trade. Very happy with this short trade. Very happy with the long trade from before. And now, like I always do, I like to leave a portion of the trade still open, okay, because what am I looking for? Well, I am actually looking for a continuation lower, okay. So yeah, just thought I'd give you a bit of an update on how I'm positioned in this market at this moment in time. I am still very much short on this market, and yeah, still very much looking for lower prices, really. Now, I guess there is the argument, right, that we are coming into support. Yes, I do understand, right? Yeah, okay, we're coming into support, but yeah, we have to be a little bit cautious of this, right? And just a little, we can't get too bullish here, I don't think, right? We have to remain very, very cautious because we understand what the trend is, right? We understand the trend is bullish structure, which breaks to bearish structure for a new low. Bullish structure breaks to bearish structure, new low. Bullish structure breaks to bearish structure, new low. Okay, we're kind of seeing the same thing here, right? Bullish structure is broken. What am I kind of looking for? I'm looking for a new low to be put in. Okay, this is the trend at the moment. This is what Bitcoin is doing at this moment in time. So this is what I am looking for. Okay, and of course, if we do come down there, right, I'm looking to take another another TP on this short trade. Okay, but at the same time, right down there, we can be looking for a pretty, in my eyes anyway, a pretty easy long trade, right? How the trades that I enter into are quite, for retail traders, controversial because the mindset that they have in these markets, okay, and is prices going up, let's long, okay, prices pulling back, let's short. But that's completely the wrong mindset to have in these markets. For me, it's okay, prices pulling back, right? Let's wait for price to continue to pull back, show a little bit of a sign of strength, and then long, right? And vice versa. Okay, prices going up, right? We're not longing this, we're not FOMOing in because we don't trade like retail traders. Okay, we wait for price to go up, hit some resistance, show some sign of weakness, and then we look for the short trade whilst everybody else is longing, right? The perfect example, of course, is the short that we are in right now. Of course, we had the long from the low, of course, yes, but we were not longing this move up here. Okay, we weren't longing because we were already long from the low. Of course, I do understand that, yes. Okay, but we were, not entering into longs anywhere on this move up here, and especially not up here, right? What were we doing, right? Well, when everybody else was looking for long trades up here, okay, what were we doing? We were looking for that short trade. We got the short trade, and of course, we were on the right side of the market because we were on the opposite side of the market of what the retail traders are doing. Okay, and the retail traders are pretty much always bang on the wrong side of the market. Okay, so yeah, for me, it's looking for what they are doing and kind of looking to do the opposite. Well, pretty much doing the opposite, right? So for me, okay, this pullback here, what is happening to retail traders? Okay, they are getting wrecked, right? Retail traders are getting wrecked. We can come over to the order flow, right? And we can see as well, right? We've had another today, the 6th of September. It is the 6th, yeah. So today we had another 33 million in one candle. Okay, one 30-minute candle. We had 33 million long trades get wrecked. Okay, we can make it a little bit easier for ourselves. Let's zoom out. Okay, so yeah, here we had 11 million get wrecked here. We had 35 million get wrecked here, and a little bit further back we had 42 million get wrecked here. That was actually yesterday evening. Was it yesterday evening? Yeah. So so that was actually yesterday, right? So yesterday, that was the 5th. So today, right, we've had 46 million long trades get wrecked today. Okay, just today. So for me, okay, looking at this, right, I am doing the opposite of everybody else, because what is everybody else doing? Okay, well, everybody else is getting wrecked in this. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, well, we're actually profiting off this. So, of course, we want to continue to see these long trades get wrecked. Why? Because it benefits us, right? We're in a short trade, and the short trade is off of the basis that we are anticipating these long trades to get wrecked. Why? Because that's just what happens, right? It's just what happens to retail traders. They get wrecked, right? So why not take advantage of it? Okay, so for me, okay, very happy with price to continue lower, right? Like I said, yes, okay, there is some signs of support here. Okay, I do understand that, and we could be looking for a long trade here. But going back over to the order flow and what we were talking about here, we are actually starting to see lots of long trades coming down here. Now, you may consider this bullish. Okay, you may consider this bullish, right? Long trades coming in. And for me, like, yeah, okay, price moving up with lots of long trades opening up, right? That's good, right? We can look for price to continue higher, right? But lots of long trades opening up at a low, kind of like a falling knife, I would call this, right? Not into any, in my eyes, like, yes, okay, we can argue there is support here, right? We can argue, yes, there is support here, but it's a little bit difficult to believe the long trades that are coming in now, because I'm not seeing any signs of strength yet. Okay, I'm just not seeing any signs of strength at this moment in time. So long trades opening up down here for me isn't all that good. It just means, right, if price continues lower, we have more of a reason to go lower, because we have more long trades now in the market that can get wrecked, okay, and that can cover, sell back into the market, pushing the price lower, right, adding fuel to the fire. So yeah, for me, this isn't looking all too good, these longs opening up at the low, but of course we'll have to see what happens. We will have to see what happens. So yeah, I do still think, right, that we can come down and form a new low, to be honest with you. That is my bias. That is my plan, really. Yes, right, we have the argument of the long trade from here, right? We do have the argument there, and we do have support there, right? So I'm not, I'm not going to ignore a possible long trade from here, right? I'm not going to ignore it, because it's a valid long trade, right? Why do I already know it's a valid long trade at this moment in time? Well, because we have absorption coming into this level. We have large absorption. So taking a look at XO charts, if we have a little bit of a zoomed out view, okay, we have very obvious bullish CVD. We have absorption coming in at this moment in time. So this is telling us, of course, big players are sat here with big buy limit orders, and they are absorbing all of the selling that's happening, okay? And we are getting more aggressive selling coming in on this pullback than we were seeing on this pullback here. However, price is actually looking bullish, right? If you're looking at the structure of it, okay, with this higher low, okay, it is looking bullish. At this moment in time, I'm not interested in taking a long here at all. If I were to be looking for a long trade, I would wait for price to come and take out this naked point of control just below us at 52,874. And I would be looking for the reaction off of that level. What do I mean by a reaction? Well, are we seeing lots and lots of long trades continue to get wrecked, but then prices actually starts to rise after that? For me, right, that would be a sign of strength off of a key level. Why? Because we can see that prices actually been absorbed. Well, this is an indication that price has actually been absorbed. Okay, we've absorbed all of the sales now, and what we can be looking for next is higher prices, right? So I want to see some sort of bullish reaction off of that level. And I mean, if there is no bullish reaction off of the level, if I don't like it, then we can kind of just be looking for a break of the level, and then looking for lower prices. Which, to be perfectly honest with you, I would prefer that scenario anyway, because I understand that the most the trade that I would have more confidence in, right? And the higher probability trade setup in my eyes at this moment in time would be to take out the low for the long trade there. Why? Because it's the trend, right? We just seen it, once, twice, three times before. We've seen it three times before. Okay, so for me, that would be the better one. Not to say, right, that this isn't, if we get the nice reaction, not to say that this is not a good high probability trade setup, because it is, right? It is a good and high probability trade setup if we get the reaction that we want to see. But I just understand the trend, right? I understand the trend, and I feel as though even if we do get a long trade off of here, I don't think it's going to take us a very high. Okay, I think if we do get the long trade, it's going to be a little bounce for then price to then roll over for a new low. That's how I kind of see it playing out. Could I be wrong? Yeah, of course, right. I could be wrong, but right, I will still take the long trade here if I see the long trade. Okay, if I see the reaction that I want to see, I will take the long trade off of that level. Okay, and even if I am wrong, okay, that's fine, because I would be looking anyway to be taking a TP1 pretty quick, move the stop loss to entry, so it's a risk-free trade anyway. Okay, so that's how I would be viewing this. Okay, I'd be viewing this as a very cautious long trade, because I understand what the trend is and I understand what I would be looking for, which would initially be price actually coming down and taking out this low for the long trade from down there. And again, I love this level down here. Let's just give it a level of the naked point of control, 47,250. Okay, to just below 49,000. I love that area for a long trade. I absolutely love that area for a long trade. We've got a lovely naked point of control off of there. Of course, we have the range low down there as well, and a simple trade entry trigger would give me that perfect entry to enter into that long trade, and I would have huge confidence coming into that trade. Doesn't mean that trade is going to be a winner. No, of course not. But I understand that my probabilities are very, very high. Why? Because it's a high probability trade. Those are the only trades I look for, right? I only look for high probability trades. But at the same time, it's the trend, okay? It's the trend that we've been trading for months upon months now, right? That's worked flawlessly, okay? Again, we shorted this, right? Long this, shorted this, long this, right? And this is talking in terms of swing trades, right? Shorted this, long this, shorted this. Of course, I took a lot more trades in between all of those trades. Okay, I have taken a lot more trades in between those trades, but these ones, okay, these bigger swing trades have worked absolutely flawlessly, right? So the confidence coming into the trade is very high. Okay, am I going to because my confidence is high, am I going to increase my margin on the trade, increase the capital I'm investing into the trade? No, of course not. Right, I'm sticking to my risk management rules, okay, and not over leveraging myself, not overexposing myself to a trade, because I understand when I wasn't consistently extracting profits from these markets, right, that's what I would do. Okay, if I was confident on a trade, I would overexpose myself, right? And again, another thing, being too overly confident, right? Again, yes, right, I'm confident on a trade, but I'm not going to let that affect my trades. I.e., I'm not going to increase the margin that I would. I'm not going to put absurd margin on the trade, right? Because I understand risk management. I understand this is a game of probabilities and not definites. Okay, so I'm confident. The confidence is high coming into the trade, which is always good to have confidence. Okay, coming into a trade. Why? Because you need to have that confidence to put any money on the line, really. But yeah, never being overconfident. So again, right, that's the preferred level I would like to look for a long trade. Again, like I say all the time, we may not get the long trade there. We may not. We may just see price roll over and continue much, much lower. We could see that. I do understand that. Okay. It's only if we get the trade entry trigger on that. Okay. If we get the trade entry trigger, then we look for the long trade. If we do not get the trade entry trigger, of course, we can ignore it and we can look for lower prices and we can ride the short. Okay, we can ride the short to lower prices. So yeah, I will just pull up the chat quick. I can see a comment has come in, so let me just pull up the chat. Mo, good to see you back, my friend. Good to see you back. Hi, AJ. Hope you're doing well. Did you write me privately Discord in regards to copy trading broker for options on shares? No, I will never ever message anyone privately about trading brokers or options on share. That's not me. So please do ignore that because that is absolutely not me. Just to clear that up. How do you look for it here? Here we go. So this is hashtag 1932. Okay, so check the hashtag on it, and because my hashtag is 1932. So if it's not hashtag 1932, then it's not me. AJ dot hashtag 1932. So I will never ever message anyone about trading the copy of trading brokers options on shares. Someone is using my picture, and I think it's on your Discord account. Okay, well, I'll have to look into that, to be honest with you, and try and get rid of any of those. I understand it's just something that happens in this industry, unfortunately. It does unfortunately happen in this industry, but I will never send you private messages asking you to send me money or sign up to any sort of link privately. I will never do that. If I do message you privately at some point, it will just be to have a friendly conversation. It will never be to benefit off of you, to get you to sign up to anything or send me money or anything. Like, absolutely none of that stuff. If you see any of that, it's not me. But yeah, glad to clear that up. Again, getting back into it, right? Prices is continuing to pull back, right? And we've been looking for this. So I really hope that you guys have been prepared for this, right? I do hope that you have been prepared for this and been listening to what I've been saying, right? Because this is exactly what I've been saying is going to happen, right? If we break this bullish structure, of course, we've got the short trade setup. Does it mean we're going to come down to a new low? No, of course not. Right? I was looking for the break of bullish structure, right, which is, of course, this here. Okay, we've now broken that, and this is where I'm now pretty confident, okay, that we're going to come down and form a new low. Okay, yes, I understand we have the possibility of a long trade from here. But yeah, I'm going to be very, very picky with that trade entry there. And if I get a whiff of something I do not like, I'm not going to enter into it because I understand the trend at the moment. So I am ready for longs at 47,500 up to 42,500, waiting to trigger my orders. So I guess you have limit orders set there. Mo, I guess you have limit orders set there. So that for me is a level. Those are levels that I would be looking to long, to be honest with you. Again, I'm sure you guys know I don't ever set limit buy orders. For me, I always look for a trade entry trigger. For me, it's like patience, right? I'm waiting, okay, because I understand that we may not get the long trade at sub 49,000, 48,000, 47,000 area. I understand that we may not get the long trade from there, and we could actually continue lower. I do believe we have major support at $42,500 approximately. I do believe that is major support, and that is kind of the line in the sand for me. The line in the sand for me for this bull market. we lose $42,000, that's where I get, I think that we're in a bit of a bear market, which it doesn't. I don't really care. As a trader, I just don't really care if we're in a bull market or a bear market. It doesn't really bother me. Of course, yeah, right. For my long-term investments, because I still believe in Bitcoin for the future, like I'm sure many of you guys here do, or all of you, I'm sure do. I still have my long-term investments, and yeah, okay, that's going to hurt my long-term investments. But what I understand is that these investments are for 5 to 10 years, maybe 15, even 20 years down the future. Down the line. Okay, it's not something that I'm really too worried about now because I know where I believe Bitcoin is going to be in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years time. So that's kind of, I'm thinking ahead, right? Of course, on a day-to-day basis, right? Yes, I'm looking for these swing trades. I'm looking for these day trades. But these are not my investments. Okay, this is kind of, you can call it the day job, right? This is what pays the bills. It's not the investment. Okay, so this is just solely trading. So for me, I think for like a long-term investment, right, I honestly do think that this is a very, very good buying opportunity. I would be a little bit cautious, and it depends how long you're willing to tie your money up for. It's like if we start to lose that level and we could go down to lower prices, we need to understand we could be at much lower prices for quite a long time. So maybe you don't want to lock your money up for an extensive period of time. Okay, so that's when I'm thinking to myself, okay, right, if price is coming down here, I will buy, right? I will look for a move up. But if price starts to lose that level and we start to show signs of weakness, that's when, okay, I'm happy to take a loss and I move on, and then I wait for lower prices and to get in at better prices, which ultimately, okay, would play out in your favor. This is all my opinions, of course, right? That would play out better in your opinion, in my opinion, if you were to get in at lower prices, let's say $20,000, $25,000, $27,000, because in the long run, yes, okay, maybe you took a bit of a loss here, okay, but we understand where we believe Bitcoin is going to go in the future. So that small loss, and then you're buying back down at 27,000 just as an example, okay, and then price shoots back up to all-time high, right? That tiny little loss was just absolutely nothing. So for me, those are good levels to buy for the long term. Someone did message me a couple of days ago with your name, some scammers. I guess it just shows maybe I'm doing something right if people are doing that. But it's of course not very nice to have that kind of stuff. I will see if I can do anything about it. I will look into it. I know it happens a lot of the time. I know that when I was getting into it as well, I did almost fall for something, and then at the very last minute, fortunately did not send money. So I was almost a victim of that when I was a lot less experienced in these markets. 52 level don't like trading over the weekend. But anyway, 52 level don't like trading over the weekend. Yeah, so again, for me, that I agree with that statement, to be honest. I'd rather not enter into a trade on the weekend, but Bitcoin is 24/7. If I see a trade entry, I will. I will. And I'm pretty sure. Oh no, that was on Monday. I'm pretty sure I had a trade recently which was entered into on a Sunday. It was a Saturday or Sunday evening. I can't remember. But I won't. If I see a trade, I will take it if it's even on a weekend. But I'd prefer not to. But I still would. I'm short since 64,682. 64,000. So I feel, was it you, Mo, that said that you were entering into a short there prior in a prior live stream? I feel like it might have been you that said you were in a short from there before. I can't remember, but yeah, from what I remember, it was you. So yeah, I hope I'm right with that statement. But yeah, until $47,500. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the same boat that I'm in, right? That's kind of where I'm looking for, to be honest with you. But yeah, like I said at the start, I did take some more profit on the short trade. I did. Again, like you're not a trader unless you take profits. So for me, it is a take profit point here. The last time I took profit was all the way up. Let's actually have a look. So when did I take profit last? So I took profit the same day, the 27th, TP1 area. That's when I took profit at 57, well, 50, let's call it 58,000. Okay, so I did take some profits at 58,000, and that was all the way back up here. Okay, and I hadn't taken any profit since, so I thought this is actually a pretty good area to take some profits, to be perfectly honest with you. So I took some more profits, and I will take some more profits down here as well. So yeah, I'm always taking profits on the way down. Everyone is off on the weekends, but 52K waiting on the order flow. Exactly. Yeah, we're waiting to see if we are. Well, the thing is, right, if we've got, to be honest, I feel like we could do it today. Let's think. Let's think here. We could, right, today or today or tomorrow. I feel like we could see a continuation lower, and the reason I say this, and I never like to put an exact price target or an exact time or date on any price move to happen. Okay, because I understand it can take as long as it wants. It does not care, right? But I just understand what the trend is, and these longs just get wrecked in it happens slowly, and then it happens all at once. Okay, that's what happens, and that's what's been happening. Okay, so longs have been getting wrecked slowly here. All right, so I mean, it all happened at once at the start, right? But here, longs have been getting wrecked slowly, then it happens all at once. Okay, and it's kind of like how it plays out, right? Here, yes, I understand this was very, very quick, but yeah, kind of slowly here, and then just one big move down. Okay, and we go back here as well, slowly, slowly, one big move down, slowly, 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 one big move down, all the way back here as well. Move down slowly, big move down, right? Slowly, 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 big move down. So how I'm just looking at this in like kind of like a non-technical perspective, right? And just like having a feel for the market. To be honest, I think this could go down pretty quickly. I do think this could go down pretty quickly because that's what's happened in the past, right? We've gone down pretty quickly. That's what happens. It happens slowly, and then it happens all at once. So for me, I do think it can happen pretty quickly. And saying that as well, that's why I'm being very cautious with a possible long trade here. And that's why I'm kind of thinking more along the lines of we just come down here because we can get a big move down. So yeah, we'll have to see. But to be honest, I just have this feeling that the order flow is just going to be bearish. We're just going to continue to see longs getting wrecked. That's kind of how I feel, but we'll see, right? We'll see. Okay. We'll again, just depends on the order flow. We need panic shorts at 52K. Desperation. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So lots of shorts at 52K. That would be nice to see. That would be nice to see. And then we get like a nice bounce off of the level. I could happily trade that. Yes. That's what we could look for. But I mean, what has, because I was looking and there were shorts coming in actually down here. We did have some shorts coming in at some point. Yeah, there wasn't many shorts coming in, to be honest with you. At this level here, it's still it's still like just longs getting wrecked. And we're now, again, like I said at the start, we're seeing more longs actually come in now as well. You can see 18 million long trades down here. And where are they? They are just above. Oh, well, that's actually quite a big order that we've seen come in. So yeah, there's the longs that have opened up here are just in profit. Just, I mean, a bit more of a sorry, they're just out of they're just underwater, only just underwater, right? So if this price does continue to pull back, we're looking for these long trades to cover, and that's just going to push price even lower. And then we're going to come into where are we here? Where are we? Yeah, another 18 million. Because I mean, a lot of the longs are already underwater, to be honest with you. But yeah, we've still got a lot that are still in a little bit of a profit, and they're going to be panicking right now. Just trying to get an understanding of this. I don't like the fact. Well, I guess I do like the fact that longs are coming in here, because of course I'm short. So longs coming in here is just continuation lower. Great, add fuel to the fire, please. But yeah, you want to start to see shorts, like Damien said, you want to start to see shorts coming in really, for like the best possible trade setup. You want to see that coming into like 52,874, which is that naked point of control. I find it hard to believe that we're going to start to see shorts coming in, because we are seeing a huge chunk of the market getting wrecked. It's exactly like this move down here. You know, we saw on that pullback, we saw over 500 million shorts get wrecked. Longs get wrecked, and all of those traders were too fearful then, okay, to enter into a long trade down here, or a short trade down here. Okay, all of those traders were too fearful to short this. Why? Because they thought it was the end, and they'd already been wrecked on the long trade. So for me, it's like, I just don't see why. It's just like, again, it's going back to like having a feeling for the market, right? Here, I just don't feel like we're going to get shorts coming in. I could be wrong, and we could see lots of shorts coming in, but I just don't feel like we are, because all of the long trades here have been wrecked, and they've probably got no capital left until their next paycheck to enter into a trade, right? So they've just ruined themselves. They've scared themselves away. They're probably taking a few days away. That's how I see a lot of people say. If you take a few bad losses, step away from the computer for a few days and come back. For me, I never thought that worked. I thought, I used to do that. I used to take 3 days away after taking quite a significant loss or a few losses. I would, and this was before I was consistently profitable. This was when I was consistently losing money, and I'll take like 3 days away, and I would come back, and I didn't know where I was. I was just completely lost in the market. So for me, and I guess this is all personal, I just don't feel like that works. I mean, yeah, okay, right. If you've taken a heavy loss, not that you should be taking heavy losses anyway. You should be just taking losses, right? They shouldn't be heavy losses. And again, like till this day, I still take some losses here and there. Doesn't mean I take a few days away from the computer. No, right? Okay, I'll walk away from the computer, because that's it, right? That's it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna enter in after taking a loss. I'm not gonna enter into a trade to try and win that loss back, because it's not. You just I forgot what the saying is, but what you call it? Oh, I know one of you bring it up. Revenge trading. That's it. You're just revenge trading there, and you know how that ends. just doesn't end well. The only reason why I don't like Bitcoin holding over the next 10 years at 2030, they should have quantitative computers could hack Bitcoin. That is an interesting perspective, to be honest, Damien. Never, ever thought of that, to be honest. And some other crazy stuff. Zeros and one better version of AI. To be honest, I don't know. Could Bitcoin ever be hacked? I don't know. I don't know. From what I understand, it can't. But I guess, if there's enough powerful computers, I guess maybe there is a possibility. Mo, yeah, it was. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought I remember you saying that you'd entered into a short trade at around that area. Yeah, 100%. The market favors downside, hence why this long trade is so tricky. It could just be a drop quick to 42. Yeah, even that, right? I would be first anticipating, like 47,250. But if we don't get the long trade from there, if we don't show any signs of strength there, then yeah, it could be a quick move down to 42. And to be honest, like a move down there, it's not all that bad. It's as long as we remain at that level and above that level. I think that's okay. It's when we start to lose that level, which is when I'm thinking, okay, that's not too good. It's again, like you said, it's a bit of a tricky long trade here. It's a bit of a tricky one, mainly down to the fact that the trend is just lower low. That's why it's tricky. Any other day, if the trend wasn't lower high, lower lows, okay, this would be a pretty easy trade for me any other day. But in this time around, it's a little bit tricky because we're so close to that new low, and it's just the trend at the moment. Of course, the trend will come to an end at some point, but yeah, I just feel as though we could see a bit lower. We'll see though. We'll see. That 15 million wanker has ruined it. Just not good signs so far. Yeah, so 15 million, and we don't know for sure, but again, you can have a pretty good idea that is one person putting 15 million. Okay, entering into a trade, 15 million at market, right? That's just one person. Why? Because it's all at the exact same level. Okay, we can go and what have I done here? Let's just refresh this. I'd also, to be honest with you, it's all just going to be one trader, isn't it? This entered in at that level. At 53,850, and you can see what's happening now. Price is pulling back, so they are just becoming more and more and more underwater. So we'll see. This trader could have ruined it all for us. We'll have to see, right? But bit of a silly long trade, to be honest with you. Bit of a silly long trade. Don't see why anyone would be longing this level at this moment in time. If I were to be looking for a long, okay, maybe it would be that level, but it would be that level on the way up, because right now I just don't see any strength. I see absolutely no strength in these markets, in this market at this moment in time. And what have I been saying, right? What have I been saying to the team on the Discord? What have I been saying to you guys here on YouTube as well, right? The stock market is also dumping, so we can of course expect Bitcoin to follow. Right? I've been saying this for quite a few days now. if the stock market is going to continue to dump, then we can expect Bitcoin to follow, right? I've been saying this for quite a few days, and what have we been seeing, right? We've been seeing the stock market pulling back, right? We have, and what's Bitcoin done? Bitcoin has followed it, right? Bitcoin has followed it perfectly. So yeah, that's the kind of the expectation, right? That as long as the stock market continues to dump, we're going to see Bitcoin continue to dump as well. And looking at the stock market, I don't see any signs of strength, any signs of support, nothing on the S&P 500. And one thing, I don't know what has happened here. Maybe someone can help me. But I used to click on this, and I used to be able to change in between all of my lists. Right, I had different lists. I had Bitcoin, Ethereum list. I had the stock market list. I had altcoin list, and now I can't seem to find open list. Okay, there we go. Right, they've done some sort of update. Right, okay, I've got it now. I don't know why they've done that. They've made it more complicated for us. That is really, really annoying. But yeah, here we go. I can actually finally flick between my things now. I figured that out. So yeah, as long as stock markets continue to pull back, we're going to see Bitcoin follow it as well. And again, going back to what I said, I don't see any support here on the stock market. And what have we done up? What have we done up here? Okay, well, we formed a lower high, right? Does this mean, okay, that we're going to start this trend of, start some sort of bearish trend here? Why do I say that? Well, I say this because, right, what have we done back here? Okay, what have we actually done back here? Right, we've had a swing failure pattern of this low for a huge, huge, lovely rise up. Okay, a huge, lovely rise up. But what did we do on that swing failure pattern? Okay, we broke this bullish structure, right? Breaking this bullish structure is, of course, not very bullish at all. So this is where we can have a bit of an argument, right? That, okay, we've actually broken this bullish structure on the S&P 500, and we're actually now starting to form some sort of bearish structure, right? So this is something to be to be aware of, right? It's not going to be good news for Bitcoin. That would not be good news for Bitcoin. Coming all the way down to close to $5,000 on the ES is really not good for Bitcoin. Really, really not good for Bitcoin. So yeah, as long as the stock market continues to pull back, we're going to see Bitcoin to continue to pull back. And yeah, I guess the worrying signs are we don't have any support on the stock market. Okay, none whatsoever. So that's a little bit of a worry, but I mean, we're prepared for this, right? We are prepared for this. Yeah, so obviously just one big trader just caused yeah, just an idiot. Just cause it, yeah, just an idiot. Amen. Anything on Gari Network you talk about? No, I think I had a look at that before, and yeah, I'm not going to take a look at that because it has a daily volume of like 3 million, or not even that. I can't remember what it was. So yeah, I'm not going to look at that, to be honest with you, because yeah, I just don't look at anything below like a $10 million daily volume, because I wouldn't trade it. I mean, I have a good short on the SP 1 billion plus. Yeah, I remember, Damien, you saying that you were entering into a short trade on that. So yeah, congrats on that, because that must be doing really well for you. 100 billion plus longs just about to get wrecked. Yeah, yeah, that's just not good for Bitcoin, even though it's not got anything to do with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to follow it. 100 billion plus longs about to get wrecked. That can just never be good for Bitcoin. 10 billion underwater, more bad news. Yeah, I couldn't find my list. I got confused. Not only me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they've done that. And I was sat here today for about 10 minutes, kind of like clicking, refreshing. I reset my computer, and I was like, why can't I flick between my lists? And to be honest, I didn't go through this. literally just spotted it now, open list. But why have they done that? It's just more complicated. I like being able to switch between it. So it's annoying, but oh well. Anything else? SP to $5,100. Yeah, let's have a look. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the target, right? If this is going to be the bearish structure, it's stripping back all the advanced stuff, going back to the basics, but then also, thinking about logic as well. All of these long trades, price pulling back, huge long squeeze. Where are we going to come down to? Well, we're probably going to come down to the low of the move. Why? Because all of the longs that opened up here are going to squeeze price down, be squeezed out and push price down to where the move started. And then, of course, you'll get shorts coming in as well, which can push price even lower. Not many. You probably won't see many shorts, though, because everybody's too busy getting wrecked. That's exactly what happened on this long trade here, right? Nobody shorted this move down. Why? Because they were too busy getting wrecked. That's what happens, right? Retail traders, they are too busy getting wrecked to be able to enter into another trade that is going to get them wrecked as well. And then they're too busy getting wrecked that they can't actually enter into a nice long trade when it presents itself. But to be honest, they're not even looking for it. So many longs on SP and NASDAQ are going to get wrecked. 100 billion plus longs. Idiots. Yeah. I mean, we were all there at one point, weren't we? We've all been in that stage, right, where we have been an idiot in a trade that we've entered into because we've either FOMO'd into a trade or we haven't taken profit on a trade. I have fallen victim to that an immense amount of times. Okay, of course, like FOMOing into trades, that's one thing, right? But not taking profit on a trade, that is something that I have fallen victim to many times over the not recently, but of course, like when I was getting into trading, I just thought that this trade is going to take me to 1 million, right? From 0 to 1 million. And the reality of it's just not, right? You have to think, right? Price doesn't ever go in one direction. It chops. It goes up, it comes back down, it goes up a bit higher, comes back down a bit lower, goes back up, doesn't go quite as high. That's how the market works. And I remember at some point I was entering into trades and I was just not taking profits. And this is what a lot of retail traders do. This is, again, something that you can really implement into trading. Okay, right. Yes, we understand that lots and lots of longs have opened up here, but a lot of them, okay, haven't taken profit, right? And even if they have taken profit, they're still selling into the market, so they're pushing price lower. But a lot of them haven't completely closed the trade, or they haven't, they haven't taken any profits whatsoever. And then that's the real catalyst, right? That's when you get the really big, horrible, ugly move down. In our eyes, beautiful move down, because we like to see those, because of course we're usually positioned on the right side when that happens. Of course, for us it's really nice. For many others, it's not nice to see. A big crash down here. I would love to see that, to be honest with you. I would absolutely love to see that. Would all of the long trades that opened up down here like to see that? Absolutely not. Did I enter into a long trade there? Yes. Am I getting wrecked? No. Why? Because I have positioned myself in such a way where I'm not going to get wrecked. I've taken profit. I've moved the stop loss to entry. Basic things that people forget to do. That's why a lot of people get wrecked. Okay, people may have a strategy that works, right? I don't know, but people may have a strategy that works, but it's just their risk management that they can't get in check, and then that's why they're consistently losing money. Again, with how I trade now, there was a point where I was using this and I wasn't consistently profitable. Why? Because I didn't have my risk management in check. That's a big thing, having your risk management in check. You can't be entering into one trade with $10,000 and the next trade with $5 $500. Okay, because there's a big imbalance there. You know, if yeah, okay, I have high capital trades that I'll enter in with more money, and then I have lower capital trades, but the margin isn't so big between them. The margin's a little bit closer. So that's something to have a little bit of a think about as well. But yeah, I think I will leave that there, to be honest with you. I think I've talked about everything that I want to talk about. Another quick one from Damien. Yeah, risk to reward is key in trading. You can have good setups, but poor execution. Exactly that. Yeah, that is exactly right. So yeah, risk reward ratio is very, very important. And this is why, like, I could do, there are so many trades that I could take and I don't take because the risk to reward ratio is terrible. Like a 1-to-1 risk to reward. I look at some of these trades and I'm thinking, okay, right, I could get a nice 1-to-1 here. But then I'm thinking, right, a 1-to-1 just isn't really that great. And I mean, if you have a strategy that, yeah, has over a 50% win rate, then yeah, okay, a 1-to-1 is fine, right? Because over an extensive period of time, you know that strategy is going to work out for you. But for me, I just don't like having, it's just preference, right? I don't like having a 1-to-1. I don't take 1-to-1 trades, okay? I like to have a nice, tight invalidation in comparison to the take profit points, right? And even though this is like quite a big move up, right? So it's $62,200 up to $65,200. Okay, so you've got like let's call it 3,000 in between there. Yeah, okay, that's a big move up, but in comparison to where I'm like targeting, right, I do consider that is a good risk to reward. It's a 50-50 win or lose over time. Exactly that. So yeah, I think we will leave that there. It is a Friday, of course, so I will not be live until Monday, but of course I will be active as I always am in the Visionary Discord as and when I'm needed in there. If we are going to have a pretty hefty dump, then to be honest with you, I will be quite active over the course of the weekend in the Discord because yeah, we're gonna have some things to talk about. We're gonna have some trades to possibly enter into as well. So that is something that, yeah, we just have to be a little bit aware of. Okay, maybe this weekend may not be as chill as we would like it to, because maybe we will see a big pullback. So maybe we are required to be behind the computer looking for a trade or taking profits off of a trade. Not like it's a day's work really, but it's just getting yourself into that mindset and not putting yourself in a position where we're away from the computer and we can't be in tune with the market, right? So yeah, of course I won't be live, but I will be active as I always am in the Discord as and when I'm needed. So yeah, if you do want access to that, of course, first link in the description, second link for the free Discord. But yeah, I think that is everything. Again, still very much short, still very much sat in this short trade. I am still looking for lower prices. Okay, right, possibly a long trade from here. We will see. But preferably, I would like to see lower. Preferably, because that is the trend. So we will see. Of course, first people to know about it, if I do take a trade, if I do take any more profit, will be the people on the Visionary Discord. So yeah, I will see you guys over on the Discord. If you are not on the Discord, I will see you back on Monday. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. Take care, and yeah, I will see you either in the Discord or on Monday. So take care, guys, and see you later. Goodbye.
Take me home, 'cause I wanna feel like I belong. They relate to all this pain in my past, so they listen to my song. So let's go back to where it began and where it all started from. Take this chance, one last dance, 'cause I've been waiting way too long. Take my hand, I wanna show you something. Promise I've been dying to see ya. They say the grass ain't always greener. I guess what they're saying is true. In my dreams, that's where I seen her. Take my heart and take all of me, girl. Let me show you what I wanna do. I wanna spend the rest of my life with you. Are you listening, darling? Look where we started. Breaking in half left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here?